I'm Tom, and today I'm going to be breaking down one of the marquee races of the entire Breeders' Cup. It's the Grade 1 Juvenile. This is where the top 2-year-olds in the country face off for championship honors and for some, the ticket towards next year's Kentucky Derby Trail. Before we jump into the field, make sure you grab my free weekly picks and handicapping worksheet. It's the same process I use to spot winners and live long shots every weekend. And it'll help you identify the best horse in any race, faster than ever. The link's down below in the description. Let's get into the juvenile field. The horse everyone's going to be talking about is the likely favorite, Ted Nafy. Trained by Todd Pletcher, his last 3 buyers are 97, 98, and 86. And he's coming off a sharp win in the Breeders' Futurity at Keeneland. He's 3 for 3 with 2 Grade 1 wins already, and he passed a 2-turn test with flying colors. Pletcher's been here before. Horses like Uncle Mo and Fierceness showed similar early brilliance, and Ted Nafy seems to be cut from the same cloth. He sits, he relaxes, and when the rider asks, he responds. The one question mark is shipping west. All of his top races have come at Keeneland or Saratoga, and Santa Anita's faster, tighter turns can test even the best juveniles. Make no mistake, Ted Nafy is the measuring stick for the division and the horse they all have to beat. His main rival for this seems to be Brant. Trained by Bob Baffert, this colt is 2 for 2 and earned a 101 buyer in the Del Mar Futurity, the highest figure in the field. He's by Gunrunner, which tells me he's built to improve with distance, and you can see it in how he finishes races. Strong, efficient, and never losing stride. Baffert's had tons of success developing top juveniles, though interestingly, he's 0 for 3 with Del Mar Futurity winners in the juvenile itself. Still, Brant feels different. He's not just Baffert's prototypical raw speed type, he's tactical. He can sit just off the pace and strike when asked. And that's the kind of versatility that wins big races. Expect Flavien Prat to take the mount again, and if he gets a clean trip sitting behind the early speed, Brant has every chance to reel him in late. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Breeders' Cup previews, betting strategies, or long shot breakdowns coming this week. My live long shot in here is Blackout Time. He's coming off a strong second behind Ted Nafy in the Breeders' Futurity, and he's the kind of horse I love in a race like this. Consistent, improving, and overlooked. He's by Not This Time, a sire that gets tough 2-turn runners who keep getting better with experience. Blackout Time sat mid-pack in that last race, made a bold 4-wide move, and kept grinding all the way to the wire. He's not flashy, but he's honest, and that 93 buyer puts him right in the mix with anyone not named Ted Nafy or Brant. At 8-1 morning line, he's the exact kind of horse I want underneath in the exactas, the trifectas, and even on the win line if chaos hits. One of those Baffert runners likely to impact the race is Desert Gate. He's posted buyers of 86, 88, and 79, and he just finished second in the American Pharoah at Santa Anita. He's by Omaha Beach, and he has the kind of natural speed you expect from that pedigree. He set on his fractions in his last race and still fought on gamely to the wire. He's gritty, he's tough, and if the track favors speed on Breeders' Cup Friday, he's not without a shot to hang around longer than people think. He's a legitimate pace player. Another major name out of that American Pharoah is Intrepido. Trained by Jeff Mullins, he pulled off the upset that day and looked like a horse figuring things out at exactly the right time. His last 3 buyers are 87, 84, and 78, so he's trending the right way. He didn't get an ideal trip, he was forced to angle out late and still had plenty left for the stretch run. By Maximus Mischief, he's got both speed and stamina, and he seems to be thriving on the longer distances. He's not as fast on paper as the top 2, but he's right there in the next tier. Then there's Plutarch. His last 3 buyers are 86, 75, and 79, and he was a close third by a nose in the American Pharoah. Early in that race he was ranked, fighting the rider, and he still finished strongly once he settled down. He's by Into Mischief, same as Ted Nafy, and with a little more maturity, he could take a big step forward. If he puts it all together, he's one I see definitely in the mix. Litmus Test is yet another Baffert colt who figures to show some speed. He was third behind Ted Nafy in Blackout Time in the Breeders' Futurity, with buyers of 89, 82, and 78. He's by Nyquist and has plenty of early gas, but the question is whether he can carry it around 2 turns at this level. My guess is he'll be part of the early mix, maybe even on the lead with Desert Gate. And how far he can take them depends entirely on how much pressure he feels early. He's a pace piece, not a win candidate for me. But if he somehow shakes loose, he could hang around for a minor award. Civil Liberty, trained by Doug O'Neill, is a long shot. Still a maiden, but not without ability. He finished 4th in the American Pharoah after a wide trip. And his buyers, 76, 82, and 87, show steady improvement. He's by Independence Hall and seems to have some stamina in his pedigree. He'll need a total meltdown up front to make a dent here, but stranger things have happened in the juvenile. When you look at the projected race shape, you got 4 Baffert horses with speed. Desert Gate, litmus test, Platarch, and even Brant, who can be close if he wants to. Add in Ted Nafy, who likes to stalk just off the lead, and you got all the ingredients for a lively early tempo. That sets up perfectly for horses who can relax and make one run. Brant fits that profile best. He's not dependent on a fast pace, but he'll absolutely capitalize if it materializes. Ted Nafy will have first run on the speed, and he's consistent enough to fire again. But I think Brant has a little more upside, a little more punch, and a better setup for this track. Blackout Time is a sneaky closer who can pick up the pieces late if the leaders tire each other out. So here's how I'm playing it. My top pick is Brant. I think he gets the perfect setup, sits the right trip, and has the strongest finishing kick in the race, while offering a better price than the favorite. Ted Nafy is the main danger, the most professional horse in the field, and the one they all have to get by. And my live long shot is Blackout Time, who's improving quietly and should get a great mid-pack trip if the speed comes back. Those 3 make up my core plays for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and they'll anchor any trifectas or exactas I'm building around. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe and grab my free weekly picks and handicapping worksheet. It'll help you spot the best horse in any race faster and with more confidence. The link's down below in the description. Good luck this Breeders' Cup weekend, and as always, bet smart, stay disciplined, and I'll see you at the track.